Welcome, dear friends, to this virtual tour of the Pool of Siloam and the Pilgrimage Road. Today, we'll dive into the significance of these sacred sites. But before we begin this tour, we want to let you know that this virtual tour today will be very short. And why is that? Well, it's because two of the most important archaeological excavations are taking place right now at this very spot. One is the complete exposure of the Pool of Siloam, and the other is the opening of the Pilgrimage Road that led pilgrims from the Pool of Siloam after their purification rites and up to the temple. So what we can show you now is nothing like you'll see in the coming years. But still, here's a little background. Let's start with the Pilgrimage Road, also known as the Stepped Street. For almost 10 years, a team of archaeologists has been on an epic quest to unearth the Pilgrimage Road, bringing a 2,000-year-old adventure back to life. This ancient road, stretching 600 meters, begins at the Pool of Siloam and ascends all the way to the Temple Mount's doorstep. Hidden beneath the city, this ancient road is paved with stone steps. Imagine millions of pilgrims trekking up this path to visit the temple, their footsteps echoing today throughout history. Now, back in the day, this road wasn't just a pathway. It was a vibrant street market, teeming with life and activity, one of Jerusalem's main lifelines. Picture it during the Jewish festivals, as described by the historian Josephus, swarming with nearly 3 million people. And guess who else walked this path? Well, Jesus and his disciples. Walking here, you are literally following in Jesus' footsteps. And ironically, who do we have to thank for this historic pathway? Well, historians point to Pontius Pilate, yes, that Pontius Pilate, the very governor who ordered Jesus' crucifixion. While it'll be a couple more years before the public can fully explore this site, imagine the stories and secrets these ancient stones will share with future pilgrims. We can hardly wait to return. Now, let's move to the Pool of Siloam, remembering that it's being excavated right now, but it won't be available for full visits for another couple of years. We are excited to see what's about to be shown in the time to come. In 2004, while fixing a water pipe south of Jerusalem's Temple Mount, archaeologists stumbled upon 2 stone steps. As they dug more, they found these steps were actually part of a huge pool from the Second Temple period. That's the same time when Jesus was around. The pool they uncovered stretched out to 225 feet in length. This pool was where people would ritually cleanse themselves, then up to the temple to offer their sacrifices. The pool is best known to Christians as the place where Jesus healed the blind man. I'll read part of this account from John, chapter 9. As he went along, he saw a blind man from birth. His disciples asked him, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" "Neither this man nor his parents sinned," said Jesus. "But this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him. As long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me. Night is coming when no one can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world." After saying this, he spit on the ground, made some mud with the saliva, and put it on the man's eyes. "Go," he told him, "wash in the Pool of Siloam." This word means sent. So the man went and washed and came home seeing. His neighbors and those who had formerly seen him begging asked, "Isn't this the same man who used to sit and beg?" Some claimed that he was. Others said, "No, he only looks like him." But he himself insisted, "I am the man." "How then were your eyes open?" they asked. He replied, "The man they called Jesus made some mud and put it on my eyes. He told me to go to Siloam and wash. So I went and washed, and then I could see." Standing here today, even without the full excavation, we can envision the awe-inspiring moment when the blind man's darkness was transformed into a radiant vision. When we visit the pool of Siloam, whether it's the fully exposed pool or not, we remember Jesus' compassion, his power, and his ability to restore not only physical ailments, but also our spiritual brokenness. Thank you for joining us on this very abbreviated virtual tour of the Pilgrimage Road and the Pool of Siloam. Until our next episode, may God bless you abundantly as you continue to remember that Jesus is the light of the world, and in Him alone, we find true healing and restoration from our spiritual blindness, just as the blind man received his physical sight right here at the Pool of Siloam.